What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Gloss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Sak, and today I have something special for you guys. Yes, I'm a bit tired. We pretty much detailed 3 vehicles today, and all 3 will be recorded. The one that we did before this vehicle was the Honda CR-V that you guys saw, and I did my review on the owner's prize ceramic detailer, and just check out that video. And yep, so that's it. So pretty much this vehicle is in just for a light polish and the DIY detail, 5-year exterior ceramic coating. So this is what we're gonna go ahead and be putting on this nice Subaru Forester. There we go. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing, and we're also gonna be using the extra tough APC. I've used this before a long time ago when Pan the Organizer made this video, maybe about like 2.5-3 years ago, and then it's still absolutely just amazing. Let me put this to the side, and I'm really liking it to a 5:1 dilution ratio for the wheels and tires. And then once it's like pretty much halfway, once I did the wheels and tire one pass, I just go ahead and fill it up with more water, and then it ends up being close to like a 7:1 dilution ratio, even though I add just a little bit more. And then from there, I just do my APC rinse until I'm done with the rest. So yeah, that's about it. It's just super simple, super economical, and it works amazing. If you guys haven't seen me use this on the Audi and also on the Honda CR-V, the extra tough APC, even as an APC rinse, when it's dragging all that dirt down, it's phenomenal. So that's about it. So let's go ahead and get started. All the products will be down below in the description. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm close to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully we hit that 1,000, so that way I could do a giveaway. I already have some couple things in mind. I don't want to spoil it, but it's gonna be great and you guys don't want to miss it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do a quick walk around so you guys can see the before, and then I'll do a voiceover here and there. I'm really pressed for time. I really want to finish this vehicle. And yeah, so let's start with the video. All right, everyone, so here is a quick walk around. I apologize if I do sound a bit nasally. I did have a cold for the past couple of days, but now I just feel better. It's just my nose is stuff. But all in all, this vehicle is in for a 1-step and a ceramic coating, and we're installing the DIY detail 5-year ceramic coating. And the reason why we're installing the 5-year is this is the first time he's ever getting a ceramic coating. This vehicle does sit outside 24/7, and on top of that, I did tell him, look, a 5-year coating typically lasts on a daily driver in New York that sits outside 24/7. You'll get probably 3 years, and that's just me being honest with the customer and open, just saying, look, if you're not washing your car every week or every 3 days or after it rains, the coating is not typically going to last 5 years, especially in New York with all this traffic film, construction, overspray, and all this rail dust as well if he parks under a train or whatnot. So I just like to be honest and like to be concrete, and he appreciated the honesty. And I even told him there's no need for paint perfection. All we're gonna do is brighten up those scratches, those little light swirls and dealer marks. That way, when you really want a true correction within 3 years, you have enough paint to work with. So all in all, I just guided them to the right package. If I could have just been as simple as saying, look, you could get a 2-step, make the paint perfect, and you're going to pay this much. But the customer is coming to us as professionals to understand and know which is actually the right package. Just because the customer wanted doesn't mean it's actually the best fit for their vehicle. And that's something that, as a professional, you should go ahead and educate your customers. As we move on to the APC from Extra Tough, while we clean the wheels and tires, it just does such a phenomenal job. It foams up great, and the only thing that we didn't use from the DIY detail lineup was just the DIY Detail Rinseless, because I already had a pump sprayer of the Eco Wash that was already set there when I did the comparison video of Eco Wash versus Absolute. So I'm not going to dump everything out. So we just ended up using the Rinseless Wash to go ahead and cover it as a pre-foam. And then we used Incredible Suds to go ahead and just do the contact wash. And after we did the contact wash, we go ahead and move on to the actual iron remover step, which is just pretty much simple. Just 1 spray, 2 sprays on the panel. And then this vehicle didn't get washed for about a month or a month and a half. So what we did was we did have to clay it a little bit. It did feel a bit, you know, rougher on the paint. It did have some contamination. And then off screen we did use the DIY Detail water spot remover to go ahead and ensure we remove those minerals before we do the polishing step, because we do not want to polish those water spot minerals deeper into the paint. But other than that, that's just about it. So we already cleaned the pad. Literally all you need is 1 spray. That's it. And then I got my thing right here. This could leave buffer trails, this machine. So you just gotta be cognitive of what you're doing. So speed setting number 1, this paint literally has 0 scratches. Pretty much is perfect. So speed setting 1, and same thing how I showed you on the dual action. 0 pressure. This machine grabs, it's different. You really want to put it flat. Make sure it is flat, because if you put it on an angle, you will get some buffer trails. And this is why we polish or use a damp pad, and everything is no pressure. You see how the pad is flat, right? When I'm coming around. Very important. Yep, there's nothing to correct. What we're doing is minimizing whatever tiny minuscule scratches it has, but it pretty much has nothing. And then we're just giving it gloss and shine. We're giving it more gloss and shine. So if you were to...
And that's specifically a buffering towel?
Yeah, I like to use these edgeless.
So this I'm not using.
No. So come take a look at the paint right here, Doug. See how like shiny and glossy, and
yeah,
he just gave it.
So you did from this line up here.
Yeah. And then come take a look here. If you stand here, you see the difference of the depth and the color. If you just follow the light here, look at this side, and then look at that light right there.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's way more shiny than this.
Yep.
One is just flat.
Like kind of dull, yeah, flat. Exactly. So that's what we're doing. We're enhancing the gloss, giving it that pretty much perfect finish, and then we're gonna apply the. So all in all, that's pretty much the nutshell of what we're doing. We're just going ahead and enhancing the gloss and shine. My cousin is using the DA with the gold standard waffle pad on certain areas like the roof, where it had like a little bit of heavy water spotting and stuff like that. That way that one step was just enough to go ahead and remove those water spots. And for the rotary, I'm just doing pretty much the general areas that wasn't hit hard or barely had any scratches or swirls. That way we're able to enhance the gloss to the maximum potential. And right before we add the DIY Detail 5-year ceramic coating, which is their Glossiest, you will see the amount of shine and gloss at the end of this video, which is actually insane. But let's just go ahead and move to the panel prep part. This is pretty much just self-explanatory. I'm just glossing up the paint, and yeah, with the gold standard polish and the rotary, that gives the most shine and gloss. So let's go ahead and move on to the actual up to the final 2 most important steps of the actual detail for the ceramic coating of vehicle. So we already polished, we enhanced the gloss and shine, and from here on in is just using the panel prep from DIY Detail. We're going to use the panel prep to go ahead and prep the panel for the ceramic coating. We want to make sure we remove any residual oils or anything. The DIY Detail Gold Standard, you don't have to do this step. This is just a precautionary step. The DIY Detail Gold Standard doesn't have any fillers, but we're just gonna go ahead and just ensure, because again, this is just cheap insurance. So what we're gonna do is, I like to apply it liberally on the actual fluffy side, and I have 2 different color-coded towels. So I'll go ahead and just dent my towel as such. Put the panel prep over here to the side, and put this to the side. And you just want to always apply it on the towel, not directly on the paint. And then just go in straight lines. No pressure. Just the weight of your hand, and you're just guiding the towel. And And this will go ahead and make sure we remove any residual oils. And you come back again. And one thing about this panel prep that I really enjoy is it feels slick under the towel. It's not grabby, and a lot of other panel preps on the market, what happens is when you have a grabby panel prep, then you're just installing marring onto the paint and little micro scratches on the paint, and that's it. It's just as simple as that, and just continue around. So we're up to the actual coating. So I already did the top half, or the whole roof, I'm sorry, we already did the whole roof to begin with. So we're using the DIY Detail 5-year ceramic coating. We did the roof, all that's left is just the windshield and the rest of the paint. I like to start on the roof first just because it's a nuisance and you don't want to coat the bottom half first and then start rubbing your shirt or body or stretching out and touching the actual arc or anything with any body oils. That's the reason why you really want to just start on the top and work your way down. So that's already completed, and now we're up to coating the rest of the vehicle. It's simple, it's easy, and I'm gonna show you how. And I'm gonna do this whole half of the hood literally in one motion. So if you're a mobile detailer or you're working outdoors and it's a bit windy, and right now it's just a little bit of pollen. Now all I'm doing is just removing the excess pollen off of the vehicle with zero pressure, just letting the microfiber do its job. Put the extra one because that's where my cousin and I were doing the half of the roof. And what we're gonna do now is apply the coating. So it's very simple. I shook up the coating. This coating is already primed, or this applicator pad is already primed. All we need is, for this part, is just 4 dabs of the actual coating on the applicator. And now the way I like to do this is box my sections. That way I ensure I cover the corners. Then I like to put like a little T down the middle. Now just the rest is just circular motions, and if I need to grab more coating, I just work my way towards the middle. And that's it, just working circular motions. People say you're gonna scratch the paint. If you're going in circles, you're gonna add swirls and scratches. We've already prepped the vehicle. This is the cleanest the vehicle is ever going to be, right? We literally primed, we polished, clayed, washed, decon. We did everything from A to Z. And now this is just as clean as the paint will ever be. Now we're going to fortify that protection by adding the coating. And then here, we already boxed the section. Now this whole half of the vehicle is done. I go ahead and grab more coating again and just add 4 more dabs onto the applicator. Box my section again on this half, and this coating is super easy, super user-friendly, and you're getting professional results, and has a long work time. And as you see, now I am applying on this half of the hood, and when I'm done with this half, I could go ahead and level off the coating on the other half. And Doug, if you come here, do you see any rainbow? You should see like a little rainbowish hue.
Yeah, I see it.
Right? So remember that rainbow, what we want is that rainbow hue to go away. All right? So just keep looking at that rainbow hue, and then we want it to be 50% gone. When I mean 50% gone is once it's pretty much almost dissipated all the way, that's when we're ready to level off the coating. So this whole half of the vehicle is now coated. So look at the difference between this. You see how it's streaky, but it's pretty much almost gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now this is freshly applied. Now, if you look on the actual light, there's no more rainbow. It's just like a white streaky type of film, and 50% is dissipated. So once that 50% is gone, I have here about an extra 10 seconds left, and then I'm ready to go ahead and level off the coating. I like to have things color coordinated, so this way I know this is my initial buff, the gray one, and this is the orange one. The pearl is my final level off towel. So I'm gonna go ahead and now start leveling off from where I started first here, then work my way down, and always go a bit more towards the adjacent panels, because when we're leveling off the coating, what's happening is I'm pushing more coating onto the adjacent panel, and if that coating cures, then we're gonna have to polish that section out if left for too long, and we don't want any high spots. That is what we're trying to avoid here. So just level off as such. Grab your second leveling off towel or final wipe towel, and we're gonna go ahead and just wipe off the excess. And from here, now you should feel a slick surface. This coating gets slicker after the initial buff, and then all in all, this DIY Detail 5-year ceramic coating is just super easy to use. This is my cousin's second time actually applying a coating, and then the first time we did use a different coating, which was a sweat type of application, and this was more of like a rainbow, then waiting for that rainbow hue to go ahead and just diminish from the paint. And the work time on this DIY Detail 5-year ceramic coating, we coated the entire vehicle in 15 minutes. You see us just coating one whole half of the vehicle and then just leveling it off, and it's super slick under the towel, and the gloss is just insane. And once you level off the coating, that's it. Even if you leave a little high spot, you're able to come back the next day, or not the next day, within an hour or two, to go ahead and just level off that high spot, and the customer couldn't have been any happier. So let's go ahead and just fast forward to the actual results. That way you guys can go ahead and enjoy it yourselves. All right, everyone, so we just finished coating the entire vehicle. We did the whole process from A through Z. We used the entire DIY Detail lineup, with the exception of the Extra Tough APC and the Owner's Pride Rinseless Wash. Those are the only two things that was different. Everything else, we use the DIY Detail line, from their gold standard polish, their iron remover, their clay towel, the applicator, the ceramic coating, their panel prep. We use the entire DIY line to go ahead and make this vehicle as shiny as it is right now, as you see on camera. And we use the DIY Detail 5-year ceramic coating. And one thing I really want you guys to take note of is how slick this panel feels. Let me grab a brand new towel so you guys are aware. This coating feels super slick after about 15-20 minutes of coating the vehicle. It just feels super slick. It just starts sliding, literally. Just practically no pressure. Super slick under the towel. Even on the windshield, look how fast it just runs out off the windshield, literally. So it is a super slick coating, and in their lineup is also the Glossiest. So I enjoy doing this detail right here, and that's about it. Pretty much nothing else to it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this type of video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. My cousin learned a lot, and we're also going to be coating his vehicle with the Owner's Pride self-healing ceramic coating, and that's the one he wants, and that's what we're going to go ahead and put on his vehicle. But yeah, so look at the gloss, look at the shine, the final walk around. You guys saw it. And if you guys have any questions or any ideas, leave it down below in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. All the products will be down below in the description. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Here is the final product. Here is the final result, and the owner just couldn't believe it. Hopefully he leaves a comment down below in this video, so that way you guys can go ahead and see. And let me know if you guys like this type of video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, but just look at the shine and gloss that this DIY Detail 5-year ceramic coating gave. Even the owner was starstruck. He was like, even the dealership didn't hand me the car with this much shine and gloss. He said it was literally a mirror. He could see himself. It was just so deep and rich, and this is what it is. And also I had him feel it with a microfiber towel on how slick the paint was all in all, he was just ecstatic, and hopefully you guys enjoy this type of content, and I will let you guys enjoy the rest of the walk around, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.